It's only OTAs, but the Rams may have found a future star at the receiver position. We're talking about a rookie that is shining in OTAs. We'll talk about the buzz that is being discussed around this particular player. We're also talking about a LA with LA trade potentially happening, all on today's episode of the Rams Digest. I'm your host, Joshua Giron. Remember, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Press that subscribe button now, as roughly 73.2% of you guys are watching the videos, but you're still not subscribed to the channel. Do me the favor, press that subscribe button so you don't miss any daily Rams content here at the Rams Digest. Like I said a couple days ago, even if I'm sick, I'll come make a video. I've been in bed sick for the last 2 days. That's why this video is coming at you late tonight. I am a little bit tired, and I've been kind of avoiding making a video because I've been just not feeling great. But I'm up now making a video for you guys. So please do me a favor, reward me with a subscription if you're not subscribed to the channel already. OTA Buzz, what are we talking about? A future star in the making. We are discussing a particular rookie on the Rams roster that is making some noise right now, and we'll pull this up now. As we are talking about Kyren Williams, he obviously was a draft pick for the Rams this offseason. We're talking about how it's just OTAs, but the hype is already off the charts. He's already getting placed on the Rookie of the Year discussion by some. Obviously, we're talking about Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I want to make sure we slow down on that. That is very, a little bit too hyped because we're talking about Puka Nacua getting the ball. We're talking about Tutu Atwell probably playing early in the season. We're talking about Devontae Adams getting fed the ball. Of course, the rookie sensation we're hoping that could be at tight end with Terrence Ferguson, and also the rookie, veteran returning at tight end, Tyler Higbee. So a lot of people to get the football, that Matthew Stafford only has one football to get to them all the ball and all these opportunities. So I don't know if Kyren Williams is going to be able to have that many opportunities to be this good or this productive early in his rookie year. But I will say, as the year progresses, we'll kind of wait and see if possibly, we see Kyren Williams maybe making the field, making some big time impacts on the field. But right now, as of OTAs, it's sounding very positive. Kyren Williams dazzles at OTAs, igniting Offensive Rookie of the Year candidacy with astonishing catches and skills. This comes to us from Motorcycle Sports. I don't want to just say it's just them that's talking about it. We actually have an article as well from Sports Illustrated. It's not just one source that's talking about this. Many sources are saying, hey, he is wowing some people. He's making a name for himself early in this OTA process. So Kyren Williams, absolutely brilliant. This comes to us from Sports Illustrated, by the way. Absolutely brilliant on the day. He showed off his ball tracking skills on an underthrown pass by Jimmy Garoppolo, but it was a constant ability to snatch balls out of the sky that truly exemplified how he dazzled. Mumfield was consistent in his approach and execution, putting together some great film as he battles for his opportunities. Mumfield is a legitimate NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate. His skills from college have not only translated, but with improved quarterback play, those skills have evolved. His candidacy will likely depend not on whether he's able to execute his opportunities, but is more dependent on the opportunities being called to come his way. That is obviously the point that I'm making as well. I'm excited for Kyren Williams. I'm obviously excited that people are looking at him right now in OTAs where we can't really see him as of yet, and we're seeing a lot of positive talk about what he's doing out there on the field, especially out there in Hawaii, which is pretty cool. The Rams are obviously having their OTAs in Hawaii this offseason, but obviously, people who are there, they're seeing it. They're saying, hey, it looks great. It's very exciting. They are very excited about him. But let's tone back the Offensive Rookie of the Year conversations. He had a good day. That's very, very positive. I'm very excited to see that. But again, Tutu Atwell still on the roster. You want to see him get his opportunities that he was kind of not necessarily promised. Nobody's promised anything in the NFL, but he was talked about from Sean McVay, from Snead. They want to see him on the field a little bit more. Let's see what Tutu Atwell does with those opportunities first. I'd rather trust the veteran first, who's been in the NFL, who's established himself as a solid receiver 4-3 option for the Rams in this offensive scheme. Let's see what Tutu Atwell does first, and then see if Kyren Williams can kind of work his way as the weeks go along into the lineup. Don't forget about Jordan Whittington as well. The Rams have many, many options at the receiver position. Let's slow down on Kyren Williams. We have to wait and see what he does preseason and all that, but I'm excited to see there's some positive conversations around what he's doing at OTAs. It's obviously a very positive thing for the Rams and the future of their receiver position. Moving on from that, we were talking about LA, trading with LA. This is an interesting one that I'm not really sure is really too much, something that we should focus on too much, I should say. This comes to us actually from the Seattle Sports Illustrated, is where I pulled the story from initially. They are talking about not just that Seattle themselves are interested in possibly trading for this player, but the Seattle Sports Illustrated website, their beat writers were essentially saying, yes, Seattle, they should maybe be in on this. But also, they're hearing the Rams, the 49ers, other division rivals of Seattle are in the conversation for this particular player. Yes, we're talking about Seahawks, Rams, Niners, all linked to Chargers' first-round NFL draft pick as trade target. Obviously, you see the image there. We are talking about Quentin Johnston from the Los Angeles Chargers. Will we see LA trade with LA? Very intriguing stuff. I'm very interested about this conversation because the Rams, yes, you just made the deal for Davante Adams. You have Puka Nacua. We're talking about Kanata Mumfield. We're talking about Jordan Whittington. We're talking about Tutu Atwell. A lot of receivers in the room right now for the Rams. Of course, that's exciting stuff. But the Rams do need a future receiver to replace Davante Adams. Of course, Matthew Stafford could potentially retire, right, this upcoming season. If he does that, the future of your receiver, your future quarterback is obviously going to need a receiver to throw the football. I hope I'm not lagging too hard because it's lagging pretty hard on my end. Los Angeles must find a long-term answer at wide receiver alongside Puka Nacua, especially since Matthew Stafford could call it a career after the season. The Rams' next quarterback will need weapons to increase their odds of success, and Quentin Johnston trade could help with that development. Last word on sports editor David Latham had this to say about the situation. So, again, I'm not really going to take this with a, oh man, this is going to happen. The Rams are really heavily involved in possibly trading for Quentin Johnston. I don't think that's where the situation is right now at the moment, but I do think if the Rams are, for somehow, some way, rumored to be in this conversation, it is very intriguing to see what they end up doing, because I do think Quentin Johnston does have that potential skill set to eventually be a solid, maybe receiver 2 option, a big body receiver 2 next to Puka Nacua. That'd be very intriguing to see. Obviously, again, currently the Rams have Davante Adams, but you're eventually going to want to move on from a older Davante Adams, a veteran Davante Adams, to a younger player who could potentially, obviously, grow into that star for you, and that's where you would hope that Quentin Johnston becomes that. Nothing too crazy now, but intriguing to me that it's not a Rams account that's talking about it. It's actually a Seahawks account talking about, hey, maybe they want Quentin Johnston on their team with Sam Darnold and what they're building over there in Seattle, and they're worried about the Niners, or they're worried about the Rams potentially sneaking in on that, because that is what the rumors are at the moment. Very intriguing to see there. Moving on from that, last but not least, trivia of the day. My favorite part of the episode, where I ask a trivia question. You guys give your trivia guesses down below in the comment section. Whether you're right or whether you're wrong, we give you a shout out on the next episode. Last episode's trivia of the day was this question posed here, as I'm sorry if this is lagging for you guys. I'm sorry. If it's not, I'm also sorry that I keep bringing it up, because on my end, it's lagging really bad. What year did the Los Angeles Rams first move to Los Angeles? That was the question we posed on the last episode of the Trivia of the Day. We did have a couple people play along at home in the comment section. Again, whether you're right, whether you're wrong, give you a shout out. So here were some of the comments on the last episode. Want to give a shout out to Floyd saying 1946. We had Brian Hill saying 1946, before I was born. We had Len saying 1946. We had Brian B saying 1946, I believe. And no, the Rams should trade Williams for draft capital, but next year's draft for Matt Stafford, future replacement. And that was intriguing. Obviously, he's talking about the point of us keeping Kyren Williams for the future of the running back position. Ben says 1946 is when the Rams first moved to LA from Cleveland. Vaca saying 1946. I think I remember seeing that early 40s was the Cleveland Rams. We had the Real J. Will saying 1946 and get better soon, my guy. Appreciate you, the Real J. Will. I'm so sick, but I'm getting better, I think. Glider saying 1946. I don't really need to give the multiple choice options, because I think everyone here is obviously guessing 1946. I think you guys are correct. The correct answer for Trivia Day was 1946 is when the Rams first officially moved to Los Angeles. Like someone said here, shout out to Ben for saying from Cleveland. So shout out to you guys for playing along at home. I appreciate you guys. Sorry, I'm dying here, guys. I'm over here coughing and stuff. My eyes are red. I'm sorry. The multiple choice options were 1946, 1974, 1994, or 2016. what was the first time the Rams moved to Los Angeles. Appreciate all of you guys here for playing along at home. Again, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, 100% of you guys got it correct, so I appreciate you guys for playing along and knowing your Rams history. If you guys want to play along with today's Trivia of the Day and get a shout-out just like those guys got on the next episode, go ahead and play along with today's Trivia of the Day, which is this question here. Today's Trivia of the Day is this question here. Who holds the record for the most career rushing yards as a Ram? We got some multiple choice options for you guys to guess. Is it A, Eric Dickerson? Is it B, Todd Gurley? Is it C, Marshall Faulk? Or is it D, Steven Jackson? Again, who holds the record for most career rushing yards as a Ram? A, Eric Dickerson, B, Todd Gurley, C, Marshall Faulk, or D, Steven Jackson. Give your guesses down below in the comment section. Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, give it a shout out on the next episode. That's going to do it for me on today's episode of the Rams Digest. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. That's going to do it for me. I'm your host, Joshua Giron, and I'm out.